So after 50 plus years of working, we are in the final stretch. And I actually came to realize something very important. Our full retirement age day, our new birthday, is actually our new beginning. And maybe you're feeling that way too. Maybe your new beginning is right around the corner, or maybe it just passed. The thing is, because once that Social Security check arrives, that's when our real shift begins. The part where we have to stretch, we have to learn how to stretch it out, and we have to learn how to shape it. But more importantly, we need to teach it how to work harder for us. Friday is the day your Social Security finally shows up. The day that check hits the bank. It's it's just not a date on a government chart. It's a knock at the door. And if you're still working, still grinding, still stretching that paycheck, this is a knock that you definitely want to answer because Friday is the moment your earnings, those benefits becomes real money. Money you can finally use to reshape this life. Hey, I'm Cindy, and this is the Happy Chase. This is a channel that I created for us women, solo women over 60, a space in which we can find our way through the beautiful, messy latter part of our life. And usually that's full of unexpected things. But today's video is something that we have been expecting for over 5 decades, and that is our full retirement age day, our free day. And that's what this video is all about. So come along because this is about how we're going to manage this and we're going to make it grow and finally find our happy at the end. If you caught my first video, then you know it was about how to take your full retirement age checks while you're still working and make that money work for you. This video is about taking that full retirement age check and dwindling things down. You're still working, you still have that income coming in. So this is an opportunity to use this money to kind of clean things up, bring things back to zero when you can, easier ways to do it, my methodology, but also to have a little fun. Right? This is what it's about. We have worked a long time. We have sacrificed a lot, and we always come last. We have just spent decades taking care of everybody else, and I'm sure you're shaking your head. You've taken care of everybody else and not yourself. Now is our time. This is for us. So stick with me and let's walk through this together. So while we're here, we might as well talk about the most unglamorous thing that there is, the most unexciting thing there is, and that's shrinking debt. Shrinking debt is actually the best way to create breathing room. And breathing room is the foundation of long term stability. And your Friday check gives you something you may have not had for years, which is momentum. And momentum is what shrinks debt. And here are three doable strategies. So I'm not a financial person at all. I am just a woman solo over 60 who has struggled for decades and taking advantage of this free check, okay? This free money. So but the first thing is start with the smallest step first, not the biggest. And financial people wouldn't tell you this, but starting with the smallest one, not the scariest one, you can just get rid of that account and bring it back to zero. All right, it's faster bringing it back to zero. Then you take that little bit of money that you used to pay every month and put it on the next one. And then you move on to the annoying debt, which is every budget has one debt that feels like a mosquito. It's just small but constantly buzzing in your ear. And you can get rid of that. You know, it might be something that you had forgotten about or a store credit card and you just hate it. Get rid of that entirely. And it just makes you feel better and your financial life gets quieter. So get rid of one annoying bill. Can you think of one bill that just has you stressed all the time? For me, it was my car payment. I was 4 years in and I had 6 months to go. And I was so stressed because I knew being being a woman solo, unexpected events are like volcanoes erupting. And that one unexpected expense could actually cause an implosion. And I didn't want to be there 6 months to go. So What I did is I just sliced some off and made an extra payment and actually reduced the time. I didn't pay it off. I just reduced the number of months. And that way, by the time I was ready to look at other debt, this was gone. The title was in my hand. So slicing it off and getting rid of that one annoying bill. So think about it. What is the bill that just steals your joy, that keeps you stressed? That's the bill that you're going to want to concentrate on. Then you can start looking at your bigger debt. Your little ones are all cleaned up. Now we're going to look at the bigger debt. And this is just a process of taking that money that you've now saved and your fray money and just slicing some fray money off and sending that over to the bigger debt. This is reducing what you're owing, so it's reducing what's being charged for interest. And the consistency is what matters here. You do this month over month, and that gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And then, so the bills eventually go away. They do happen over time and eventually goes away. But the key here is to track the wins. Don't pay so much attention to the numbers. Track your wins, and you'll see that you are winning. Your small debts are gone. You're reducing the bigger debt, and you are winning. So, what I found was all the slicing and carving actually gave me the opportunity to start putting a little mini cushion account together. Not a savings account, a cushion account. So this is for those unexpected moments, the ones that just collapse you, right? Those broken appliances, that surprise bill, those unexpected moments. Even a small cushion reduces stress and it keeps you from having to dip into credit cards that just bury you even further. So that stress reduction in itself is giving you peace of mind and financial stability. All right, so does this sound like you? You have spent decades learning, fixing, helping, solving, creating, and now you get to turn that all around and make that into a micro income. That feels natural and it's easy. And getting started is simple. So this is probably going to sound a little brazen, but we're going to take advantage of society in which we live. We live in a time where we can create micro income very locally, all because generations that came after us, they were raised differently. They don't have the life skills that we have. So if you have a skill like sewing, you can hem, you can sew buttons, you can fix a tear, you can offer that up locally right there on the community's Facebook page. Offer your service and you'll get results from it. And this is a time where those generations don't know how to budget time. They never had to, and they don't know how to. So there's multiple opportunities out there. So you have skill set, you have the time, and you have the know-how. Make that money and put it in your free account. Make it work for you. So there are ways you can turn that monthly influx of money into long-term stability. Even if you don't have a retirement plan, this can help you. And the one thing to do is to inventory your bucket list and look at things that can make you money. Pull those things right to the top. And that's what you're going to focus on. Sometimes opportunities present themselves in some pretty ordinary places. And I have the perfect example. I was helping a friend at a local market. She was selling potted plants as a curb appeal, and I went out to help her. Throughout the day, all we heard was conversations about planting, questions about planting, comments about planting, mainly killing plants. And I too have killed an air plant. So I am just as guilty as all of those people that came in our booth. But what I did was I heard that and I took that home and I actually struck something off my bucket list. And that was to write a book. I immediately wrote a book and it was about helping people understand plants, what the steps are to keep plants alive. And I actually um, dropped it into my copyright account that I had already established years ago, and then created an Amazon account. And I went over to Fiverr, and someone is actually cleaning that up, and we'll drop it into my Amazon account, and it will be published. And I've checked one thing off my bucket list, but the point is, I found opportunity in the most ordinary place, and you can too.
Joy based money, this is your happy money. This is where excellent is just doing small, ordinary things really well. And people will pay you for what you do well. And it could be things that you've done all your life that you really enjoy doing. And that's the beauty of it. You get paid for things you enjoy doing. And it could be simple. It could be pet sitting, gardening, meal prep, how to declutter a house, tutoring. I mean, anything you can think of that you have done really well for decades, you can start making money off of it and put it in your free account and watch it grow.
So, no doubt, as a woman in your 60s, and you've been doing this solo for decades, you have done nothing but stay within a frugal mindset. And with your Friday Jack, you get to expand that a little bit, right? And what I found out is here I thought I was always frugal, but I'm more fair weather frugal. And what that means is I would prefer quality over quantity. This is your time for quality. So you have that Friday Jack and you deserve the quality. And so you deserve to upgrade what you want, what you need, what you expect, and this is your time to do that. So if you have a small kitchen counter appliance that it's just been kind of chugging along and you want to replace it, this is your time because this Friday check is about slicing pieces off. So you always have some left over, and we always make sure we have something in the account for those unexpected moments. So this is your fair weather frugal opportunity to take advantage of it and not feel guilty. So I don't want to give the impression that I'm a stick in the mud that, this is all about correcting what we couldn't accomplish before as we took care of our own lives in our solo years and taking care of others at the same time. No, you do get to look at some of this money as a way to improve your life, upgrade your life, and have fun. And by all means, pick one thing now that you want to upgrade. For me, I need a new pair of sneakers. And I guess I didn't realize how much they cost. They are well over $100. So I knew there was reason I wasn't replacing them on my regular paycheck. But now with my Friday check, I will be able to make that upgrade. So please make the upgrade that you feel comfortable making, and bring some happy comfort to your life.
Fun money, this is the one thing you deserve the most. Go ahead and carve out guilt free money, joy money. And when you do that, drop a comment and tell us what you're planning with your fun money. Because after decades of giving, it's your time, and your time is now. What small pleasures will keep you motivated?
Friday isn't just a check, it's an opportunity. And I do hope in this video you've gotten even just a nugget of information that you're going to be able to apply to your life situation. And if you did, subscribe and hit all those buttons. I would appreciate it. But until the next one, just enjoy what you got going on and let the world see you smile.